Sun peeks in through the curtain lace, cast gold lines all across her face. The skillet pops, the coffee's thick, and the radio hums an old country pick. Socks slide on that hardwood floor, steam fogs up the pantry door, and I just smile from the breakfast chair, watching morning settle everywhere. Windows, sun, and radio songs, that's where the best of life belongs. Not in the rush or where folks shout, but in the quiet you never write about. Let the day come how it wants. I've got a window, sun, and radio song. A spoon clinks gently in a mason jar. She hums along from across the bar. The floorboards sing when the dog walks by, and dust floats slow in a stream of sky. That old AM fuzz ain't perfect sound, but it plays the note where peace is found. I don't need screens, I don't need schemes, just this house and our small routines. Windows, sun, and radio songs, alive, soft-spoken, still and strong. The dishes wait, the breeze comes through like time itself, just pause for you. I'm not missing what's gone too long. I've got windows, sun, and radio songs. There's a magic in the mundane light, where love don't shout, just feels right. No charts, no fame, no dream to chase, just slow time in a warm old place. And if tomorrow comes too fast, I'll press rewind to mornings past, where nothing breaks and nothing's wrong, just windows, sun, and radio song. Windows, sun, and radio songs, the kitchen stage, the day's first dawn, where hearts unfold in quiet tune, with eggs on stoves and dusty broom. It ain't much, but it sure feels strong, this life of windows, sun, and radio songs.
Boots hit the steps like a morning hymn does, kicks up where the sun shines, and the air smells like cedar and old pine sweat. And the day ain't quite begun yet. Shirt sleeves rolled and coffee in hand, a slow walk through a slow inland. I ain't in a rush to chase the clock. These boots were made to walk, not run. Slow boots on dusty steps, walking with no need for what's next. A man don't need much when the day's just right, just the strength to greet the morning light. No loud alarms, no fast regrets, just slow boots on dusty steps. There's a rhythm in wood, the floors don't fake, and it matches every move I make. When life was louder, I ran too fast. Now I savor what's meant to last. The fields are still, the chores can wait. Let the quiet set my gait. I move like time forgot my name, and I'm finally okay with things the same. Slow boots on dusty steps, pacing life without the threats. But I should be what I've done wrong. Here the silence feels like song. Every breath a weight it lets fall from slow boots on dusty steps. rush toward gold and miss the grain, chase a wind and lose the rain. But me, I choose this creaking pace to feel each morning on my face. So I rise with calm in my chest, with peace from how I now progress. I ain't here to win or prep, just to walk these slow boots on these steps. Slow boots on dusty steps. Truth ain't in the race you keep, it's in the boards that hold your feet, and the hush where stillness and old wood meet. You'll find more joy with fewer bets, in slow boots on dusty steps. Don't need no headlines or alarm bell sound, just a bare sky rising over this ground. Got a chair, got my boots, got the breeze, got a mind that's learning how to breathe. The coffee's warm and the light is gold, and I don't care what the future holds, 'cause this porch, this breath, this breeze, yeah, this morning's for me. This morning's for me, no one else, just what I see. Sun through trees and hands at rest, no debts to pay, no need to impress. Let the world keep spinning its plea, but this morning it's for me. I've worked too hard just to feel behind, always chasing someone else's line. But out here with the roosters crow, I found a rhythm that I don't owe. Ain't no race that I gotta win, just birds singing where the air's been. And peace ain't a thing you buy or be, it's the hush that says, this morning's for me. This morning's for me, for taking time and feeling free. Let the garden grow how it wants, let my heart be slow, not haunted. No calendar, no screen to see, just truth that whispers, this morning's for me. Song in my own way, gonna speak a prayer I forgot to say, gonna hum while the skillet warms, let gratitude break all my norms. A life don't have to shout to shine, sometimes it's just a breathing line. And on this porch that's all I need, 'cause this morning it's for me. This morning's for me. Let the small joys always be, the feathered sky, the gravel road, the heart that hums what it already knows. Don't need to run, don't need to flee, I found enough. This morning's for me.
Steam curls slow from the old chip mug, porch still wet with the morning's hug. Bare feet up on the wooden rail, peace blows in with a cottontail trail. The screen door swings in the breeze behind, and silence talks when you take your time. There's nothing loud and nothing wrong, just the smell of coffee and the sound of dawn.
Porchside coffee and calm, a gentle grip, a morning song. No news, no rush, no heavy hand, just a quiet chair in a quiet land. I don't need more than what I've got, a slow sip in a perfect spot. Sun slips over the fields real clean, touches the roof like a soft routine. The dog stretches out by the swinging chair, we both breathe in that golden air. I ain't got plans that run me thin, just today and where it begins. The paper's unread, the eggs can wait, this moment's all I wanna celebrate. Porchside coffee and calm, a melody without a song. No checklist, clocks or telephone, just the sky, the wood, and being alone. I don't chase dreams or rush to win, I pour this cup and settle in. There's peace in beans that brew just right, and in the way the porch holds light. You won't find this in neon signs, just sit a spell and take your time. So let the world go turn its wheel, I'll stay right here and let it heal. 'Cause wisdom hides in quiet grace, and calm starts with this sacred space. Porchside coffee and calm, like Sunday prayers without the song. No crowds, no chase, no high-speed roads, just me, my cup, and what time holds. I raise it slow and tip it high to mornings like this, soft and wide. First light through the pines creeps in real slow, like honey poured on a world I know. Mist is still curled by the old stone fence, and dew's been busy on the porch steps since. The roosters yawn, not shout today, even the wind forgets what to say. And I sit still, not chasing time, just breathing deep in this peace of mind. First light through the pines, a quiet gift that feels like mine. It don't rush and it don't shout, it just clears the fear and burns it out. So I close my eyes, taking the signs of first light through the pines. There's a crack in the barn roof, letting gold fall in. The shovel leans like an old tired friend. The fields are waiting, but not in a race. This ain't a place that begs for pace. Steam curls slow from a chipped clay cup, held in hands that are giving up, trying to outrun what can't be chased, and started learning how to taste. First light through the pines feels like prayer without a line. I don't need a single word, just the sound of breath and waking birds. I thank the day for not being blind to first light through the pines. There's a truth the city never caught, that worth don't come from what you bought. It comes from sitting in the morning hush, knowing peace don't come from much. I'll start the fire, feed the hands, but this here part's where the soul begins. So don't rush me past this golden haze. It's these slow minutes that make my days. First light through the pines, like an old hymn without the lines. No screens, no horns, no crowded streets, just barefoot ground and coffee steam. I close my eyes, taking the signs, and breathe first light through the pines. Sun's climbed up, but the world's still slow. Creek runs smooth where the wild grass grows. Barn door open, swinging wide. Dust swirls soft in the morning light. Sun's climbed up, but the world's still slow. Creek runs smooth where the wild grass grows. Barn door open, swinging wide. Dust swirls soft in the morning light. Boots by the gate, ain't in no race. Hats hanging just above its place. I hum a tune with the creek nearby, a song with no words, just a breeze and sky. It's a barn door creek song, played where the day feels long. No traffic here, just buzzing bees, thoughts that drift with willow trees. I got no plan and that feels strong, just this barn door creek song. There's an old tin pail by the cedar log, a dog half dozen in the morning fog. The cows ain't called and the chores can wait. This here hush, that's heaven's gate. My back leans into the weathered wood. The air smells like it always should. Fresh cut hay and river stone. It's a barn door creek song, no rush to prove nothing wrong, where time just walks and never runs, and the melody needs no drums. I just pick and breathe along to this barn door creek song. Like these don't write themselves, they sneak in quiet off the shelves of every day that slips away, unless you stop and let it stay. So I tip my hat to a brand new morn, grateful just to be reborn. One creek, one porch, one note, one breath, what's next. It's a barn door creek song, where everything feels like it belongs. No audience, no grand applause, just nature tapping gentle applause. And when I'm gone, let them pass it on, that I live by the barn and sang with the dawn. Eggs on the stove, sky's blue outside. Sun hits the sink like it's on my side. The window's open, curtains sway, and I'm wearing flannel like every day. Toast in the rack, butter half melted. Life never needed to be repelted. The dog's tail thumps like a metronome while I stand barefoot in this home. Eggs on the stove, sky's blue, and everything feels real and true. Don't need a map, don't need to roam when love is high and eggs are home. Let the world go chase its due. I've got eggs on the stove and the sky still blue. There's a note on the fridge from 3 days back. Says don't forget feeding the cat. But I laugh 'cause he's fed and sprawled in the sun, like he knows this day's already won. Radio hums low, same old tune from some station I ain't changed since June. And this pen, it pops like my heartbeat does when I realize how enough this was. Eggs on the stove, sky's blue, peace in a plate made just for two. No need for clocks to tell me grace. It's cooked right here in this warm place. Don't need loud noise or nothing new. I've got eggs on the stove and a sky turned blue. I've chased my share of bigger things and ran down roads with shiny rings, but none of them stayed like a chair and plate and a pan that waits at 8:30. So pull up close, pour another cup. Let's talk about nothing and eat this up. These eggs ain't much, but I'll tell you true, they mean more than the dreams I once outgrew. Eggs on the stove, sky's blue, a table set for me and you. No diamonds, planes, or corporate climb, just sizzle, sun, and taking time. And when I'm old, I'll still hold to these eggs on the stove and the sky so blue. There's a feather laying on the front yard grass, white as peace, light as the past. Wind didn't push it, it just came down like a whisper landing without a sound. Sunlight paints it gold and warm, like it belongs in no one's storm. And I lean back in my porch chair slow, watching little things take hold and grow. Front yard feather just laying there, floating like it don't have a care. No message tied, no urgent flight, just resting easy in morning light. Makes me think, makes me breathe, and just for once I don't need to leave. Birds still call from the fence line wire, and the grass leans soft like it just got tired. There's a cloud shaped kinda like a boat drifting slow like a Sunday note. A glass of water sweats in my hand. The world don't beg me to understand, so I just sit and sip and see what feathered stillness says to me. Front yard feathers, stay a while. Let me forget that constant dial where clocks chase men and men chase time, and nobody hears the in-between rhyme. But you just rest, and so will I, under this big old friendly sky. Someday I'll be the quiet thing that falls with peace from a broken wing, not in sorrow, not in pain, just landing soft in morning rain. But until then I'll sit and smile with this front yard feather for a while. It don't speak and it don't try, it just teaches how to simplify. Front yard feather, you've done your part, and still in this too busy heart. You came from sky, I came from storm, but we both love the light that's warm. So rest with me, we'll both just be two quiet things that learn to breathe. Breeze through trees, distant chirps.
Gate swung wide with the breeze today, like it knew I'd wanna walk that way. No need for reasons, no voice said go, just the feel of the dirt on the road below. There's a scent in the field that says it's right, that not every journey needs a fight. And the warm air hums like an old-time song saying, son, you've been still too long. Warm air and open gates, where a heart can shed its weight. No turnstiles, clocks, or signs that shout, just the wind and a world stretched out. I walk slow, don't need no dates, just me, warm air and open gates. I passed the sycamore and let it wave, felt like it blessed the step I gave. Even the cattle don't seem to mind when a man walks free and leaves worry behind. I don't carry much but a quiet grin, and the dust on boots from where I've been. This fence don't lock, this path don't end, it just says, come on back again. Warm air and open gates, where time just patiently waits. You don't owe answers to the sky, you just breathe in and pass on by. No need for talk, no heavy freight, just this peace and open gate. If I could give one thing to you, it wouldn't be gold or something new. It'd be a field, a gate, a breeze, and the strength to walk it as you please. So when the world feels like a fence
and every hour too intense. Come find a path that hesitates, where you'll find warm air and open gates. Warm air and open gates, where grace don't come in heavy crates. It rides the wind, it moves like light, and lands in hearts that give up fight. So I'll stay out late and shed my weight, shouting warm air and open gates. Folded the note like I always do, wrote your name in that faded blue, slipped it deep in my jacket side, right where I keep the things I hide. Ain't never mailed it, never tried, but it walks with me in countryside. When the wind kicks up and I'm alone, I reach to read the words I've known. Letter in my pocket, words I never said out loud. They sit there in silence when my thoughts get too proud. Don't take ink to feel the pull of what I lost and what was full. And though I move, I never drop it. That letter in my pocket. You wrote me once on that paper thin, don't forget where you've been. I held those lines for all these years and soaked them in my sweat and tears. Some mornings when the light hits just so, I swear I see your shadow glow by the fence or near the maple tree, where your laugh still lives inside of me. Letter in my pocket, folded like our favorite day. I keep it tucked in cotton warm, where my coat can keep it safe. I don't read it much, I just know what's on the page and what won't go. The past don't need a lock, just a letter in my pocket. So if you see me out and still walking that same backfield hill, no, I'm not lost, I'm just not loud. I talk through what we both allowed. And if someday that page fades white, I'll still recall it word for light. 'Cause some love stays, don't need to speak, it just warms your chest when days feel weak. Letter in my pocket, quiet place your voice still stays, in lines I wrote and tears I caught, in all the ways I walk your name. I'm never send it and that's fine, it's meant to stay right next to mine. So when I bend or stop a rocket, I feel that letter in my pocket. There's a box beneath the bed I keep, with folded thoughts and pages deep. Letters I wrote but never mailed, to hearts I lost, to truths I failed. Some stained with coffee, some with tears, some hold back what love fears. And though they've never left my hand, they walk beside me through this land. Letters I'll never send, whispers to what might have been. Each line a weight, a thread, a bend of roads I crossed but wouldn't mend. I keep them close, I don't pretend. These are the letters I'll never send. One's to a father I never knew, just ink and breath in shaded blue. Another's marked July '09 for a friend I left behind in time. Some start with sorry, some with still. Some pages end halfway filled, but none of them ever needed stamps. Just my heart lit by a midnight lamp. Letters I'll never send, or how I love, or how I mend. No postman comes, no doors to knock, just folded hope in a wooden box. And maybe that's how peace begins, with letters I'll never send. So if you find me quiet someday, gazing far with nothing to say, know I'm writing something in my head to someone I lost or left unsaid. It ain't regret, just reverence now, about a time, a quiet vow to feel, to write, to let it bend through letters I'll never send. Letters I'll never send, a kind of love that don't depend on whether it's received or read. It's living in the words I've said. And if I heal, it's 'cause I penned those letters I'll never send. Left the lantern lit last night, like a note that don't need to write. It flickered soft beside the gate, waiting past the hour late. I stepped outside just past the rain and saw its glow cut through the pane. A little light that didn't shout, but held the quiet, holding out. Lantern left lit by the fence, like forgiveness that made no sense. No blame, no cry, just steady flame that said I'm loved here just the same, even if the door stays shut. That light don't ever give me up. I ain't been kind, I've walked away, left shoes untied in disarray. But you lit fire without demand, and let the wind take what it can. This yard still holds our Sunday talks, the swing still creaks, the garden walks. But what I see, the clearest yet, is that lantern burning with no regret. Lantern left lit by the gate, holds the weight that words can't state. You don't chase, you don't ask, you just glow through every mask. And when I break or when I sit, there waits that lantern still left lit.
Maybe someday I'll come back whole, with fewer scars and a lighter soul. But even now, I know it's true, that light was never far from you. So keep it burning on the sill, in case I'm drawn by that old will, to step again where hope once quit, and find that lantern still left lit. Lantern left lit through the night, tells my heart it's still alright. You didn't wait with chains or walls, you left a light that never falls. And when I'm lost or just can't quit, I see that lantern still left lit. Still water knows my name, calls it soft without shame. No sermon, no bright neon sign, just peace poured slow through time. It don't ask where I've been, or judge the mess I carried in. It just flows by my bare feet, saying, child, come back to me. Still water knows my name. It don't shout, it don't blame, it just mirrors what I see and lets me flow quietly. In a world that wants me loud, it's where I'm still and I'm allowed. I've sat where stones don't move and let the stream reshape my groove. Wash the worry off my hands while time slipped by like drifting sand. Trees above don't speak in lines, but whisper truths I make mine. And every ripple sings me through like it's somehow always new. Still water knows my name, soaks my sins and cools the flame. I don't need a church or crown, just this shore to kneel me down. No expectations, no acclaim, just still water calling my name. Birds in bed on the streets. Someday when I leave this land, don't bury me with marble grand. Just find a creek that sings at dawn and let me rest where peace is drawn. Let the water pass me slow, let the reeds bend when they know that I came home with no acclaim, just still water saying my name. Still water knows my name, whispers soft, forgives the same. Where echoes fade and burdens fall, and nothing else must rise or crawl. The quiet pool with endless claim. Still water always knew my name. Woke up with an old quilt on my chest, smell of cedar and bread, soft and blessed. Threads frayed at the corner, colors warm, like a story warm from where I was born.
Light cuts through the window pane like it knows this fabric holds her name. Each square sewn with quiet care now holds my breath like Sunday prayer. Old quilt morning stitched with grace takes me right back to that place where love ain't loud but it stays strong. Time moves slow but never wrong. No fancy words, no grand performing, just the stillness of an old quilt morning. She made it with her weathered hands by the glow of the stove and radio band. No pattern drawn, just what felt right. Each patch a moment, each seam a fight. I remember when I scraped my knees, she'd wrap me up like whispered peace. Now years have passed, but somehow still that quilt holds warmth this house can't fill. Old quilt morning, gentle and true, with pieces of her stitched right through. A little bit faded, a little threadbare, but that's where love shows it's really there. I don't need gold, just this adorning, the hush that comes on old quilt mornings. Some folks chase a bigger bed, but mine holds memories instead. And I'll take this creak in the floor over silence and something more. So if you see me still in bed past the sun rising overhead, no, I ain't lazy, I'm just staying with a quilt that keeps my heart from fraying. Old quilt morning, don't rush me yet. The coffee can wait, the sun just set. On dream stitched soft in yellow thread, and voices I still hear in my head. This patchwork piece, it keeps me warm through every old quilt morning's charm.
Stove heat and cedar tea, morning slow and breathing free. No phone, no sound, just sipping time. Wood smoke curling like a prayer in rhyme. The windows fall, the hand stays still. Even silence here has will. This ain't a place to preach or run, just a cup in the old cabin sun. Stove heat and cedar tea, sipping back my memory. No race today, no need to try, just the hush that tells you why. If peace had flavor, this would be stove heat and cedar tea. An old knit blanket on my knees, a journal half filled with crooked trees. No stories big, no plans to make, just this minute I won't fake. Steam climbs slow from the clay where lit. I take my time with every sip. The world might roar, but I won't bite. This calm's enough to hold me tight. Stove heat and cedar tea, the soul speaks soft and clear to me. Not with noise or neon shows, but with firelight and wooden floors. You don't need much to just be free. Just stove heat and cedar tea. Maybe you've been running long, feeling like your heart don't belong. But pour a cup and sit with me. Let's steep the quiet and let it be. 'Cause every soul needs space to breathe and a place to tuck their sleeve. This cabin is light, this old oak tree, it all comes back to cedar tea. Stove heat and cedar tea, let the warmth take hold of me. No headline here, no curtain call, just a mug and a firelight wall. If I disappear, come look for me by stove heat and cedar tea.
Just picking on the porch rail, let the breeze blow through the mail. Sun's dancing on the mason jars, and the dog's asleep by the old guitar. Ain't no planning, no parade, just strings and toes in perfect shade. Neighbors wave from down the road, while the frets hum soft and back porch cold. Coffee's gone, but the rhythm stays in this wood that's aged with lazy days. Nothing rushed, nothing wrong, just stringing chords and humming along. Sometimes a voice joins in the air, sometimes just notes are everywhere. But either way, this porch don't care, it just holds the joy we share.
If you ever feel too tight, grab a chair and play the light. This rail don't mind a creak or two. It was made for music coming through.
Laced up these boots about sunrise. The road was quiet, the air felt right. No plan but to follow the fence line bend and see where the gravel wants to send. The sky's wide open, no cloud in sight. My thoughts walk slow, but my heart walks light. I don't carry maps, just pace and peace. In the morning that don't ever need to cease. Good shoes and simple roads, that's all I need to ease the load. Breeze a trail, a song that hums from whispering pines and tapping thumbs. Don't need a car, don't need the code, just good shoes and simple roads. Passed by Joe with his tractor hum. He raised his hand, said enjoy the sun. A dog ran out by a mailbox swing, joined me for a bit, didn't say a thing. Every mile's got a different tone, some in dirt and some in stone. But I don't rush, I don't defend, I just follow where the earth might bend. Good shoes and simple roads, no destination, no gilded goals. Each step's a verse, each breath a beat, my kind of rhythm don't need concrete. Let the cities keep their modes, I'll keep my good shoes and simple roads. Some folks search for brighter things, neon lights and silver rings. But I found joy where dandelions grow and shadows stretch where breezes go. So if you see me walking slow, don't ask where, just let it flow. My soul's been stitched in dust and tone on paths where I can walk alone. Good shoes and simple roads, that's the truth that never folds. No traffic signs, no rushing lanes, just fence posts humming old refrain. And when I'm gone, I hope it's told he had good shoes and simple roads. Woke up with no reason why, just soft light streaking across the sky. A kettle hums, the dog still sleeps, and quiet climbs from floorboard deeps. The world don't ask a thing a day, it just hands me air and lets me stay. No goal to chase, no race to play, just another morning I didn't pray away. Another morning to stay, to hold the light and not look away, to pour the brew, to feed the birds, to sit in silence without words. No plans to fix, no bills to pay, just another morning to stay. Sun warms the porch, but don't rush in. It waits for me like an old friend's grin. Even time seems slower here, when all you need is what's already near. I hear the trees, I hear the floor, I hear the breath I can't ignore. And every ache in muscle and bone tells me gently I'm not alone.
Another morning to stay, to be the one who found a way, not to climb but just to breathe, not to fix but let things be. I may not win, I may not sway, but I got another morning to stay. Some mornings hurt, some mornings heal, some teach you how to truly feel. But today don't preach, today don't press, it simply shows me I've been blessed. So I'll lift this cup to the rising sun and say I made it one more run. I'll sit back down and softly say thank you for another morning to stay. Another morning to stay, where peace don't shout and time don't wait. I don't need more, I don't need less, just this sky and tenderness. No need to go, no need to stray, I've got another morning to stay. There's a quiet place just past the hill where time forgets and hearts sit still, where light pours soft on meadow rows and nobody asks where the daylight goes. I saw a feather there last June, floating low beneath the moon, and just beyond the garden's flow I wondered where the hummingbirds go. Where the hummingbirds go, where the wind moves soft and slow, where worry fades like morning dew, and peace is found in skies so blue. They leave no trail, they leave no show, but I still ask, where do they go? I sat one day by the windowsill, and time stood still, or tried to still. A hum came low, a wing went high, and something holy passed me by. It didn't speak, it didn't land, just brushed a breeze across my hand. And in that hush my soul said, so that must be where the hummingbirds go. Where the hummingbirds go, where the hush begins to grow, where songs don't need to rhyme or end, and every breath becomes a friend. No doors, no clocks, no names to know, just flight where hummingbirds go. Someday when my boots are still and the sun climbs high beyond the hill, I'll leave no sign, no heavy load, just vanish down that willow road. And if you see a flicker bright in morning's hush or soft twilight, don't call me back, just let it flow. You'll know then where the hummingbirds go. Where the hummingbirds go, beyond the trees, beyond the glow. No need to chase, no need to find. They live in light, they slip through time. And when I fade, don't cry or show, just smile.